land of Dawn. We move into game number 2 between Nightmare Esports versus the Lilgun.
So looking at the battle spells, Bebex is on that Inspire. Mirko says it's a necessity to play the 1-1. You don't go for anything else but that Inspire. So there's that. But in the jungle, man, Lancelot against a Guinevere, I feel like the Guinevere has so much more safety to try and even attempt plays, whereas the Lancelot is going to be a bit more limited, especially considering the amount of targeted card control that Team Lilgun does have on their composition.
Well, I mean, that's why people like to pick up the Lancelot, right? Yes, it is dangerous, but there's a lot of outplayability because of his kit, and that's the whole idea to get... Oh, hold on, this Little Water might be spicier than I thought.
Yeah, they're still going to be going quite low Soul. ZXOR might get another shot in as he does, but yeah, you know, back off to it. The one thing that I'm concerned about for Too Easy for Lexi here is also the fact that if Forbid actually takes the Divine Judgment, then it gets that much harder. The threat is there, you know, to actually contest some of those objectives or even some of the fights later on.
Ooh, look at Bebex just making the plays happen, man. Especially when you're on the Renner, it's going to be so difficult, and we can see this play coming in. Huge, aggressive push into the jungle. He's going to get Lexi out of the game.
Reach for Lexi. Oh, he can't escape that. First blood going to the hands of ZXORA.
Yeah, you want to dodge the Violent Requiem as well as Spatial Migration, but as soon as he pops that Violent Requiem, you're just stuck in it, especially when you don't have enough dashes to actually make that distance. Speaking of which, actually, we are starting to see some of the members hitting their level 4s pretty soon, and Aizen continuing to proxy this wave. He controls so much space down on the bottom side of that map.
That's the thing with the Arlet, though. You have a lot of burst damage, but that's burst, right? Against a Uranus, you need something a bit more consistent if you really want to take him down. So if he wants to reset and get some vengeances onto Aizen on the Uranus, it's going to take him to half HP, but then what? He just stands there, regens the full, and he always has the lane priority, and that is what Team Lilgun is trying to use right here.
Looks like Nightmare Esports are not going to be able to walk up and have decided, you know what, we're not going to touch the turtle for now, right? Let's just move away from this control and start scaling up as quick as possible. We'll find another opportunity to get back into this.
Well, you know, they're still winning. Wow, and Spatial Migration right where it needs to be. Going to find 2 targets. And I was just going to say before that happened, Jasmine's not even level 4. He is really gapped here in terms of just the pacing of the game and the way that this should work with the Kanja.
He just wants to breathe, man. He wants to play the video game.
Well, he doesn't have the same kind of liberties that Ethan had as game number 1. The Expedienter is not going to be there faster than the Uranus. That's number 1. Number 2, the jungler's an assassin, right? Not a fighter. So he's the one that's stuck all the way in the front. And with the emblem choice, he's going for the quantum charge, but would that be enough for his tankiness?
Too easy for Lexi. Is he going to be able to get away? Using that Thorn Rose, takes a shot as well, but he's going to be fine for now. Juviana now going to be joining the party. They do get the flicker out. That's the final slash from the Requiem. Still going to be fighting it out. Looking for the kill still. Heart Guard comes through, keeps him alive.
Huge save, but that means that Nightmare is able to actually take space, right? On that top side, they could potentially try and push Bebex out of there, and Ethan has to comply and has to move up there to deny that. And once Nightmare see that, back away. But cutting back down to EXP side, Juliana is like, please, end me!
I think it's only a matter of time before Aizen makes his way into the base of Nightmare Esports, dude. That's the only logical progression. He's getting closer and closer to it, even just living in the jungle. And on the other side, there's the rest of Team Lilgun. For Nightmare Esports, even if they want to try and catch Aizen, can they even have enough damage?
Cammy could be in trouble here. Ethan there, if he gets the flicker, might be able to survive still as he does. Jasmine waiting there. Not able to really do anything, and on the bottom side, Aizen just continuing to be a menace here on the bottom side, and now the focus,
do it again.
Top side turret here. Forbid has his own Divine Judgment. Jasmine taking a couple hits, and they might just back off. Turtle is spawned.
Okay, at least they were able to clear that wave on that top side, right? They're not going to go for the redive. The turtle is up, right?
Hopefully.
Aizen's just living in the jungle, by the way.
He's being rent-free in the minds of the players of Nightmare Esports too, dude. It's too easy for Lexi. There's no way he can even get any space. He's getting shooed away. Like, he just shooed away from this whole situation.
Archard going to be there. There's the final slash. They're going to push ZXORA off. Let's see if Too Easy for Lexi can even get there. He's going to be bullied by Aizen too much. Just zoned out himself.
No.
And they're going to get control again of the turtle here. Soul in trouble. Black Shoes Forbid has the Divine Judgment, doesn't even need to use it. And still, Team Lilgun finding win after win.
I think it's a fascinating approach here for Lilgun, man. They have a great mid lane combination, and they have relatively ungankable lanes. Now it's going to be a 1v2 from Juviana, but look at that. They can't really do much against this, this sustain coming in from Team Lilgun. So the side lanes have such outplay potential, the Uranus and the Wanwan, right? They can, crossbow of tying a wave and outplay. The Uranus can just out-sustain. And worst comes to worst, there's always the hard guard. So now Nightmare Esports are stuck in a position where they have no idea which lane can they play on.
They could get this off, the Divine Judgment, but there's the hard guard into 3 members of the Violent Requiem. Still going to be going Forbid, pulls his own member. Too easy for Lexi, is going to be the one to fall. Soul will still be able to live unless Forbid goes for it. They might still put the pressure here. Conceal going to be used as well, but they'll disengage for now.
Oh man, the only person who can really outplay himself right now, Forbid, is himself. Flickering into that wall, a bit unfortunate. That could have been a very, very free kill for him as well. But doesn't matter. Top side still losing a T1. Bot side is taking a good amount of damage in Aizen. I wish I could hear the what his inner monologue is telling him. Is like, okay, gonna do it again. Oh, what do you do? Hi. He's not even communicating with the rest of his teammates at this point, right?
We're saying that I'm him, bro. this is my anime. You guys are not the main character. I am him.
I am him.
Maybe the song "I'm Just Ken" plays in his head as well.
Well,
you never know.
Gonna be a disaster once again. Soul the one to go down this time. Again, we question how did they give up the Guinevere again to Team Lilgun?
That's a very difficult question to answer, man. And they picked the Kaja into the Angela as well. The more the game goes, the more you're seeing that is just such a tough situation. Now you lose in the wave clear assist, and you're also losing because your main power, your main strength, the pickoff, can't be utilized. Predictive spatial migration.
The fight for the purple buff. They force out the retribution. There's the final slash from Juviana, but it's Aizen. He's going to be just fine. And also Turtle for the taking here. Both retributions going to be down though. So Team Lilgun will go ahead and start it up and find what they can across the map.
That preemptive spatial migration, that was actually kind of sick. It was in the right direction. The prediction was on the right time. It was just slightly off in terms of the hitbox, right? That's all that it was. And even for Too Easy for Alexi, it's still a dangerous time. It's conditioning him to say that I am not safe in my own territory.
I think he used the puncture just a split second before the spatial migration actually lands. But now look at Aizen just taking everything. Can they get him?
He's got the immortality as well, so.
Oh no!
He doesn't really have to do much.
Soul's gonna die if he keeps standing there. Aizen can do this forever, like a very literal forever here. Nobody can really take him down until we see Cammy actually start scaling up. But we could see that even for Team Lilgun, right, they've got their eyes set on the opposite side of the map.
Right, looking at the in-game items, Lightning Truncheon completed for Forbid, so a lot more burst potential, more movement speed to maneuver around these fights. For Bebex, having the Demon Hunter Sword and the Corrosion Scythe, I think he's getting up there. I think with one more item, he's going to win a nature. He's going to try and go in aggressive in the next fight, most likely, and he can outplay so much with all the options he has.
Well, still fighting under the tier 2. Final slash going to be used. Still have to fight it out, though. Soul trying to lay down some covering fire. Black Shoes himself. Bebex not even looking to kill, but Soul left to his own, he will fall. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, they finally got a turret there, pushing through, but still have to fight it out for their own buff. Spatial migration, gonna find Too Easy for Lexi again. Trying to get away, but he can't do it. Juviana now the next target, final slash. He puts himself in range, and it's a double for ZXora. Still gonna be going, now it's Jasmine on the run. He's stuck here. Forbid gonna hold on to it and gets the kill. It's a disaster for Nightmare Esports.
There was a potential for a turnaround there. I did see them both, Kaja as well as Beatrix, along deeper in that lane. They didn't expect Team Lilgun to actually walk in and keep pushing forward underneath the tier 2, and they had to make a split decision. And for Camry, he's like, it's not worth me dying. I don't want to be there. Get me out.
This is going from bad to worse, man. Ethan has just completed the Flask of the Oasis. He was doing all that without the Flask of the Oasis, dude. Now with the increased healing, with the shielding when you're low HP, pickoff is there's no pickoffs, okay? Pickoffs are not gonna happen. Nightmare Esports, they have to look for something else. Pickoff is just off the table. It's done.
Yeah, I mean, so far these Divine Judgments haven't really made that big of an impact compared to Team Lilgun from Ethan in game number 1, right? We're expecting to see Nightmare try to be aggressive in these situations, and more so when Cammy is near to actually go for that wombo combo.
And so is now Zora, still on opening up the map. He's no Uranus, but honestly, he's been absolutely tanky, man. I'm not quite sure how that's even possible. I know he's building tank, but do you even see how tanky he is? He has built-in regeneration in the kit, right? With the stacks, technically, right? If you get a full one, you do heal up a bit, but still, dude, it's just Ethan in the back. It's not even always the hard guard. It's the healing.
Whoa, once again, too easy for Lexi, gonna get caught out. Tries to get away with the Phantom Execution. One shot away, he will be able to survive. Hard card gonna be used as well. Still, the Lord, even on the top side, alongside a Lord, a mini Lord, Aizen. So he is keeping them at bay. Still in the mid lane, going for it. Soul, the target, he falls. And it looks like Team Lilgun with the 10K lead will still push into the base. Working on that mid turret, too easy for Lexi. Takes a couple shots, Juliana with the final slash. There's the flicker come through, but can they get back? They get him down. Can they turn the tide of the fight still? Forbid also half health. Now they're gonna go and commit to it. Too easy for Lexi. Can't find the kill he's looking for. Cammy has to get out of there. Now the spatial migration again. Still on the hunt. The Phantom Execution goes through. They're gonna take a couple turret shots. It's one hit away, but they will disengage.
You know what's worse than just a really tanky Uranus? A Uranus with a heart guard on it. Literally unkillable. The man, he hasn't based in a really long time. Doesn't need to, will never need to unless he dies.
They even lose his immortality in that fight. They fought that fight without Bebex.
Yeah.
Their DPS tool was not around. And they just said, we heal. And they just walk forward. They walk anywhere they want. The immortality isn't even popped, dude. How demoralizing is this for Nightmare Esports?
I'm not gonna lie, if I was in Juviana's position, I'd be like, all right, GG, go next. Like, I am like zoning out of that laning phase at that point. There's so little that you can do as an Arlott in this matchup. And worse yet, when you need the play to happen, he's so far behind, but he does find these really impressive follow-ups.
You almost feel like maybe there's some value in just going next immediately, because this is mental fatigue building up, man. Trying everything, trying to find a solution for such an obnoxious team comp right here. It's going to be so mentally taxing, it might even carry over to game number 3.
And it's not like these opportunities are being wasted. It's just that Nightmare Esports is just too far behind to really capitalize. They're getting stat checked right now.
Oh, look at those numbers. And right now, too, you know, Cammy, just got the third item. I mean, he did get a kill earlier, but gotta have something happen here, because even with a threat like this, Lord gonna be up here. They're gonna battle it out once again on this side of the jungle. There's the final slash, gonna be putting it through. Heart guard comes through on top of it. They have to run away. Aizen keeping up 5 members there at bay, and ZXORA will go ahead and take this Lord with Team Lilgun.
What did I say? Stat check again! Oh, at least I got a tower. I mean, it's small retributions all across the board, but I don't know. This is starting to feel a little depressing.
Now Ethan also has the Ice Queen's wand. Everyone's running away, but they're too slow.
Forbid, he's got it, but he's going to go down before he can even use the Divine Judgment. So Forbid's taken care of. So Nightmare Esports, they have a little fight in them, but now they have to deal with the Lord come down the mid.
Hey, okay, not bad, not bad. Maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, because from this point onwards, if they're able to somehow defend this upcoming Lord with a 9.3k deficit, well, probably one more Lord after that, then they start to break even.
Well, there's a chance. There's the late game Lily that they can fall back on. Let's see, what will Team Lilgun do with this? The Lord's getting cleared up really, really fast. Aizen's trying his best to zone enemies for the way. They go for a play though.
They jump in with a spatial migration. It's Juviana, their target. They get him the crossbow. Tank 2 forces the black. Still going to be able to go. Bebex has the heart guard as well. Jasmine holding on to the Divine Judgment. They're going to push in with these strengthened waves of minions. They'll fully expose the base. Too easy for Lexi, has to be careful how he approaches it. Turret finally gonna fall. They'll work on the base here. Cammy can clear these minions. Jasmine's gonna use the conceal. Can they hold on a little bit longer? Team Lilgun full force into the base of Nightmare Esports. Gonna be looking to end it here if they can. Forbid has his own Divine Judgment. They find the target. Too easy for Lexi, he's quite low. They don't have any minions just yet. The next wave will push in. Juviana up again. There's the final slash, but the spatial migration goes through. Still can't be able to find him. The crystal's gonna be worked on. Another body's gonna fall and make it another, and that's Team Lilgun taking game 2.
Ooh,
Bruh.
that was a game. I mean, well done to Team Lilgun. Again, very